What's up? I'm already so fucking late because it's 7:30. That's where I'm supposed to be already at the class. It's 7:10. I am waiting for the suspension because it's fucking raining. I don't want to go to school while it's raining. It's fucking raining. But I think I have no choice, so I'm gonna go either way even though I'm late for the class. I have no choice. I mean, it's either that or they make it online class, which I doubt will happen, but you know, get no choice. I have to go there unless there's a suspension announcement. See you at school, I guess.
Hi. Just a short rant, like 5 minutes. Won't even take that long. When I filmed day 0 and then tomorrow it was supposed to be day 1, nothing really interesting happened, and I didn't get to record because I was with my peers and I couldn't overcome the shyness. I was nervous to film myself. So tomorrow will be the day 1. As I promise, I will not skip it. And this is just a continuation. So technically speaking, it's not tomorrow. It's a few hours later. I'm gonna wake up a few hours later. I'm gonna get 6 to 7 hours of sleep. It's military training. Keep in mind, I will not be able to film because you're not allowed to hold out your phone. I can maybe sneak some snippets here and there once I'm able to get my phone. But when I'm outside and we're on the oval track, I'm not able to just pull out my phone and start talking to myself because the officers there, the marshals, they would confiscate my phone and I won't be able to use it anymore. So yeah, there's that. I need to get rid of this. So you're gonna see a balder me. I need to get rid of this, and shave. Also, need to get a white handkerchief. That's the most important part because even if I get bald and I fit their dress code, as long as I don't have a white handkerchief, at the time that I get there, if I don't have a white handkerchief, I am dead. Now we'll get a demerit. I already have one, so I'm already at 99 over 100. I do not want to get. I'm not gonna get more. That's what I promised myself. So yeah, objective for later when I wake up is dress up quick, eat quick, and then get out, buy a handkerchief, and then go. Just straight go there, and that's it. They didn't really announce if there will be calisthenics training, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be. I am pretty sure it's just going to be guard duty if I volunteered for it, obviously. If not, I'm just gonna be standing in formation, and then I go to the auditorium where they will lecture us, the auditorium hall. That's where they basically lecture us about military stuff, terminology, the laws and all that, and basically what they do, what different units do, essentially. Hopefully I can film it, even just a sneak. Technically I'm not allowed to film it, but yeah, nobody will watch me anyway, so, and if it's just a snippet, to be honest. I'm not even gonna film it. I'm not even gonna film like a whole lot of it. I'm also not gonna speak, so I'm not obvious. Yeah, if I find out that I'm really not allowed to and I'm really not allowed to film even a second of it, then I'm not gonna film. I'm not gonna risk it because that probably will constitute to me not graduating at all. I don't know, man. They're so strict about it, so yeah. See you a bit later when I wake up.
I am already walking on the way to find a white handkerchief because it's the only thing I need right now. Okay, bit of bad news. The school supply store that I commonly go to is still closed, and it's most likely still closed until 6, which is the time that I need to be there already. You know what time it is right now? 5:30. I only have like 29 minutes left to essentially buy a store while also going on the way to the jeep that will let me go to UMAC. I made it. Nakahanap din ako ng white handkerchief. Just snip it. Hi, I just got home. I'm currently editing the first video. So by the time you see this, this is the second video, technically speaking, because yeah, this is day 1, and day 2 is tomorrow morning when I wake up. I'm about to sleep. I wanna rant for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I'll go to sleep. Military training was fun, and I found out that in editing the day 0, when I was eating in Popeyes, my voice is so damn quiet. It's because my mouth is not directly in front of the microphone jack. It's only natural that it would be that way, but god damn. Anyway, I'm kind of forced to put my face in front so close to the camera because the voice Because if I put it like this, it looks better, but I have to speak much louder, and I am at risk at being heard by my family, and I don't want them to hear me. I'm shy. Anyway, so what's the agenda for tomorrow? There's not really a whole lot to do. I mean, there is, technically speaking. I have to buy an RTOC uniform since we were instructed earlier. You know, we did training, light training, because some dude stared directly into the DI's eyes. You're not supposed to do that, because you know that's a sign that you're implying that you could do the same shit as they could. So you know, as per usual drill instructors, what they do is they make that guy just stand completely still while all of us do push-ups. It's actually amazing, the timing, where I waited for hours to make sure that no one's outside my room roaming around, and then when I started recording, only this fuck. I hate this timing, to be honest. It's like when you play Valorant or Counter Strike, and when you're holding an angle, and then when you're about to do something, reload, maybe turn around, go completely new direction, or maybe look the other way, and then the enemy pops up. That's exactly what's happening right now. Damn it. Right, so going back to the topic, after doing the push-ups, they basically just did basic inspection, you know, if we were wearing the belt right, if, you know, the call and response, to be more accurate with that, you know, and to make sure we were standing straight, if our feet was 45 degrees, things like that. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot I could explain about military training earlier, because I'm not sure if I could explain it. Technically I can, because, you know, that's not really, I don't know, I'm not really showing any footage. I mean, I will, but you know, the snippets. I didn't really take any recordings from the auditorium hall. That's where they conducted the lectures. Yeah, we were not allowed to use our phones during lecture. As much as I want to take like a 5-second clip, I can't. It's not allowed. They would take my phone. Anyway, so what to do tomorrow? So yeah, I'm gonna buy an RTOC uniform. We were instructed that, you know, next, not exactly next, but as much as possible, if we could have an ROTC uniform by next training week, then yes, most recommended. So yeah, I'm gonna buy that as before I get home. So after dismissal, that consists of the fatigue ROTC uniform, the combat boots. I'm not sure if the cap is also included in that, but I'll have to see and, you know, talk to one of the officers, see if I'll have to buy one from the school itself, or if I have to ask if I could use what I bought or what I will buy from that store, or should I just buy the one that they have on, you know, on the school, because, you know, they're very picky about the hat for some reason. I don't know why. The helmet, yeah, I also need the helmet. They also have a MP helmet. That's about it. They also have a pistol belt and something that hangs on the shoulder. I forgot what that is, but yeah. On Tuesday, which is day 3, we're going to have a quiz on paramedics 101, I think. Is it 101? Yeah, I think it's 101. It's a long quiz. It's 50 items, so I need to make a reviewer by tomorrow, and I should finish that and then review it. And I'm not really gonna show you the whole process because I'll get distracted and I can't really film the doing of the reviewing and making of the review, because like I only have my phone, and I can't really record when I'm downstairs, because downstairs where PCs is where they all are at. So yeah, I've been thinking, since I started doing this, it's only been 2 days technically speaking, like, you know, day 0 and day 1. Tomorrow is about to be the 3rd day technically speaking. If you count day 0 as, you know, 1 day. I've been kind of more happy, to be honest. I've been more confident about stuff, and I think that's really good. I mean, I'm still kind of shy. This is technically still unorthodox for me to do around my family, you know. It's a bit awkward for me because, like, you know, they'll tease me and I don't like that. It's an insecurity, you know. I'm still trying to build this as a hobby, and building it as a hobby is something that requires time, and, you know, not all hobbies are technically, you can't always express your hobbies to your family, because, you know, there's always that disconnect, you know, between generations. I'm Gen Z, and there's no one in my family that's Gen Z other than me. All of them are millennials or boomers. I mean, they understand because, you know, they watch vloggers and all that, but, you know, it's really a different scenario, or rather it's a completely different perspective whenever you watch someone trying to do it. It's so cringe. Like, if I have a sibling, I do have a sibling, but, you know, if I ever saw her trying to do the same things I'm doing right now, I would understandably think it's so cringe. I mean,
To an extent it is, because you're just talking to yourself in front of a camera and you're expecting people to watch it, even though you're not interesting. And why should you watch a bald ass guy talk about, random shit? So yeah, case in point. Anyway, I think I should sleep because it's about 1 a.m. now. It's turning 1 a.m. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I should work on trying to improve my talking points, because like it is boring. I feel like none of you would watch my videos if I continue to act like this. And I need to set up talking points, on notes or maybe on a piece of paper, so I can constructively. So basically the video flows through smoothly. Even right now I'm already stuttering. So yeah, that would be a good idea, to be honest. Like just a flow, linear flow of ideas for one idea to the next and next. So the video is smooth. I constantly don't go from tangent to tangent. Off topic, and there's a person coming out. I have to sleep. Bye.
On the way to school. Not really late. I have 40 minutes left to go. But I potentially can be late if the jeep takes a while. Let's hope not. Now I'm just on the way to Bayani Road. I'm going to buy the ROTC uniform now. I was planning to buy one book. From the minor subjects, there's 4 minor subjects, so I approximately need 4 books as well. I couldn't buy because the queue was so fucking long. And it takes a while for the next person to, be next on the line. It takes a while, so tomorrow I'll do that, but online, I'll register online instead. So it'll be much faster, because what I've noticed is that through online, it's definitely much faster. For now, I'll focus on getting the ROTC uniform, since that's really the books are optional. The uniform for PE is also optional, because technically I can still wear a white t-shirt and they'll let me roll with that. But for the ROTC uniform, I might get a demerit if I don't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna need to buy one. I'm currently in Heritage right now, in the Heritage Park, Port Bonifacio, just walking around here. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of people. There's a whole lot of people biking though, but walking around, there's not a whole much. I think I'll see you there whenever I get there. And then at home, I'll rant about today's experience. Let's see if I do better at ranting today, what happened today compared to yesterday, because yesterday, I was stuttering and stumbling. I mean, technically I still am, but that's why we're doing this. That's why we're vlogging, to improve our vocabulary and our language communication skills. So, we're able to communicate better. That, and we get more confidence. Really, the key is you're supposed to speak slower, but the thing is, I've gotten used to speaking quite fast than your average person. Like right now, I speak at a much faster pace than the average person. Like, I don't know, take any normal person, like for example, Penguin Zero, Charlie, Moist Critical. As much as a yapper that he is, I can confidently say that I speak faster, at normal speed. Him at base versus me at base, 1.0 times speed. I think I can speak faster, but his vocabulary is obviously a heck of a lot more versatile and wide compared to mine. But it's not really something to brag. If anything, it's a disadvantage. Because like I'm speaking too fast compared to my brain thinking of the. Just like that, I'm speaking way too fast before my mind thinks up of the word that I'm supposed to speak. My mouth is already, going forward, whereas my mind is reforming the words. It's actually pretty peaceful here though, like, walking around here. It would be kind of scary if it's at night. There's not a whole lot of people around. It would be very easy to kidnap. Yeah, they'll get seen, but they'll get away pretty easily. Since, all they need is a van of some sort, and they can drag you in. Fuck, it's exhausting holding up this phone. I don't really want to buy what you call it? A selfie stick or something? Or, I don't know, a phone holder. I don't really need those. They're pretty much optional. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll stop this because it's getting pretty exhausting, and I think I'll see you there on the shop itself. Because it's a pretty long walk, to be honest. What's up? I am resting. My fucking legs are not working. Like, they're fucked up. I have encountered like 5 military supply shops. None of them have what I need an RTC uniform. At the very least, they don't have the right size, or they don't have it at all. I'm not even gonna try the size because I know it's not gonna fit on me. It's small. The size was small. I'm
gonna get at least large for it to fit, you know, or maybe a medium. I think it's better for me to just order, because like I know it's like the original. If you buy there, you know, it's first hand, but it's so fucking expensive. I don't currently have the money, and I think my parents cannot give me the money to support that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going now. I still have a long way to go, to be honest. My phone is already at 1%. I'm using a power bank to charge it. See you at home. I'm gonna rant about, you know, the prices and all that shit.
What up? As soon as I got home, I fell asleep. So yeah, 50 item quiz on 101 paramedics tomorrow. I still haven't reviewed a single thing. I'm not sure if I should sleep right now, so I, you know, have a full sleep, or if I could review for like, I don't know, an hour or two and then sleep. But you know, I'll be sleepy during the quiz, which is bad as well. Not gonna lie, I'm worried about that ROTC thing, because like I'm not really sure how much we need the uniform. But they did say that next meeting, which is on the 14th, it is currently 9. Well, 8 rather. Tomorrow will be 9. So by 14, I should have the ROTC uniform. I should by technicalities, but we're still allowed to essentially wear the white t-shirt and the, you know, the maong pants. We're still allowed to use that as an alternative. I love the classes. Earlier, I was reciting a whole lot. I made myself known as the guy who recites often, which is nice. I mean, that's what I am. That's what I do since junior high school and senior high school. I always often recite, especially this is in my field of interest, you know, medicine. Granted, it's paramedicine, you know, it's pre-hospital care. My target was supposed to be nursing, but you know, they got switched to paramedicine. Either way, it's still kind of related anyways. So yeah, it was fascinating. They asked, our professor asked, if where does communication start? Is it on the patient, or does it start on the paramedicine, or rather the paramedics, or does it start on the system in which they both use to communicate with each other? And to be honest, it's a rhetorical question, because like all of them are important. You can't necessarily leave one out and say that one is more important than the other. All of them are clearly important in their own way, and they all need each other. So I got thrown into a loop, but I knew the right answer, I just didn't answer it. So yeah, 50 item quiz. It's a different subject. What we discussed earlier about that, you know, the recitation thing, that was on 102. Tomorrow it's going to be 101, which is about the history of paramedicine. So yeah, I need to review dates, things like that. I mean, it's going to be situational, but you know, it's better than not that I should review. Technically, it's still, I hope it's easy. It's a 50 item quiz, you know. I've gotten used to quizzes that were like 15 to 20 items. So yeah, I don't often review that much. It's kind of crazy because, you know, I'm supposed to log in and I'm not reviewing. Instead, I'm doing this, but slowly but surely, you know. We take small steps to progress. And Stephanie is going to be visiting tomorrow. She's supposed to visit during Wednesday, but it's been moved to Tuesday. I'm not necessarily sure if she can visit on Wednesday again, because something about her schedule has been moved just for this week, I think. Maybe not just this week, but you know, something has changed about her schedule, and the plan that she should visit every Wednesday has turned to Tuesday. Then again, I'm not sure if it's only specifically this week, or has it been, you know, changed throughout all the weeks that, you know, she can visit me or not. I'm still stumbling on the words, to be honest. Like, I'm already relaxed, I'm already, you know, talking slow. I discussed that earlier when I was walking, that in order to, you know, be more smooth with communicating, you should take your time with your words and, you know, try not to rush with the idea. Your mind and your mouth must be aligned. One doesn't necessarily have to go in front. Well, preferably your mind should, you know, already know the words that you're already going to say before your mouth does. So yeah, I don't need, you know, that's an experience thing, to be honest. You know, I can improve is filming, and you know, what I'm talking about it is different from the content of what I'm talking about. So yeah, to make the, you know, vlogs more interesting. I mean, to be honest, it's not really about making it interesting, it's about documenting it. So technically, you're just watching someone's life. It's not supposed to be entertaining.
I have a point there, honestly. It's not supposed to be entertaining, but I'll do you guys a favor and I'll edit it with subtitles. I want to, I'm wondering if I could add like special effects, visual special effects, like sound effects and all that, but it's kind of a hassle, to be honest. What I had in mind when I was editing the Day Zero is like, I cut it, like you would cut a usual vlog, whenever there are pauses, you would skip that, or rather cut it out. So it's all constant, speaking. I'm doing something on camera whenever the video is rolling. And whenever I speak, I have subtitles on because, sometimes I speak quietly. Particularly on that Popeyes, Day Zero. Fuck, man. There were certain times I couldn't even hear my own voice, so that's the price you gotta pay since I don't have a mic. The best high quality mic that I saw, it's something that Sam Sulik was using. You know Sam Sulik, obviously. He's a famous bodybuilder who just vlogs and chills. He's a chill guy. His mic is honestly so good, but it's 15,000. So yeah, I don't have a job. I could find a job, but it'll take me a while to get 15,000. Plus, it's exhausting. I feel like if I got a job, Stephanie wouldn't be able to visit me. It's like part time. I have to work, and if there's no school day, it's full time, no rest. That being said, I do have like 3 video ideas I want to tackle. It's really a short rant more than anything, but I don't really want to include it on my vlogs because this is supposed to be about me, just rambling about random shit. But those videos they have their own rabbit hole, and to make it, to be more specific, they have their own rabbit hole in which you can dive into. There's more to explore about that topic or those topics in particular. Whereas this, I'm just rambling on, whatever comes in my head, I speak. Whatever I experience, I speak. So yeah. I want to talk about a couple of things because I like to yap and I'm putting it to use. That's another topic, to be honest. That's a really good topic, yeah. Putting it to use, whatever you have. This is unfortunately all the talent that I have. If I ever have a talent, it's speaking to a camera. Well, not really. It's more on being confident at, being talkative. Because people usually shy away from that. They would rather keep their opinions and their perspectives and their values and their philosophies all within themselves, and they won't express it, they won't share about it. Not to judge them, it's not bad to do that, but as someone who likes to talk about a lot of things, and as someone who in general just likes to talk, it's better for me to, talk about those things and express my opinions. They're still just opinions anyway, I'm just a random dude, essentially. So it's not like, I'm responsible for, like, let's say there's a situation and I gave my opinion on it. I hope to fucking God you do your own research before you, before you support my opinion, because, then I'm just a random dude. I'm not a very prestigious person, Hell, I don't even want to finish college, but in other words, I am not that credible of a person. I am just a random dude talking about random stuff that he wants to talk about. I'm not a credible person. So before you want to use my opinion and you want to, cite it or something, or I don't know, but basically involve anything involving my opinions, you just, do your own research first. And then you can do that. Really, I'm just scared to be held liable for whatever the fuck I'm saying. Well, it's not like I'm gonna say anything outrageous, to be honest. I'm just going to be the most green. I'm going to be the most chillest guy ever. The grass is green kind of takes. You very rarely will you ever hear a hot take from me. And if you ever hear a hot take from me, it's the privilege talking. Really. It's not really something that it's not something that I would die on. Like, it's not a hill that I would die on. It's just that that's my view because of the way I lived based on my experiences. So yeah, if I ever have a hot take, it's most likely because of my privileges. The privileges of having a Wi-Fi and doing this, that's also a privilege. The privilege of having a bed, having a home, having food every single day. That's a privilege. So yeah, if I ever have an opinion, if I'm like, that food is shit and that food is good, that just means I have eaten this food throughout my whole life more than I've ever seen this food, the other food. Fuck, I'm still rambling. I'm still bubbling. God damn it. I think I'm just gonna end the video. Like we were asked earlier on the Makati Heritage Studies, where they were talking about identities. I also did recite a couple of times. They were talking about, social identity, because your socially speaking is different from your personal and local identity. Like local identity, that's your identity on a place, in particular that's your city, whatever city you live in, so who am I known for here in Taguig? What am I known for in, my past school, like science, or right now in Yuma, who am I? And then there's the social identity, in which, socially speaking, in social media, you express yourself as a different person than who you truly are in person. Like, I mean, that's the way it kind of goes for everybody, Even right now, I'm kind of putting on a facade. It's not really the real me, as much as I want to make it as transparent as possible. So yeah, and the professor asked, do anyone of you do vlogs or YouTube and all that kind of stuff? I kind of want to raise my hand, but I don't want to be like pabida. It's basically, you want the attention. You're an attention whore. I don't want to be like that. I want to seem like that, so I didn't raise my hand. So yeah, I think I'll just go to sleep now, and then I'll review as soon as I wake up. I need to review. Yeah, see you on whatever fuck day it is tomorrow. So day 0, and it's day 2. Yeah, it's day 2. See you tomorrow morning.